I'm Thomas, 79 years old, and I need you to really hear this. For most of my life, I chased the wrong things: status, money, big houses, fancy vacations. I thought once I had them, I'd finally feel complete. But here's the thing: those things never filled the emptiness inside. I grew up in a small town in Wales. My father worked at a dockyard, hands rough, body tired, and yet people barely noticed him. Watching that, I promised myself I'd never feel invisible, never feel small. So I worked long hours, weekends, holidays. I climbed every ladder I could find. By 50, I had a high ranking job in London, a comfortable salary, a fancy flat, people calling me Mr. Thomas, and yet I felt hollow. The truth I discovered later is this: I wasn't chasing money or respect, I was chasing a feeling. The feeling that I mattered, that I was enough, that I was safe and loved. And that feeling, it was already inside me. I just didn't know it. It wasn't just work. It wasn't just the long hours or the responsibilities. My marriage taught me the same lesson. I thought that providing for my wife, giving her material comfort, was love. A bigger house, better clothes, more than enough money to cover everything, but she wanted something I couldn't buy, something money could never give: my presence, my attention, my listening. I would come home, exhausted from long days, tired, drained, thinking I was giving her the best I could, but I wasn't there. Physically, yes. Mentally, no. And those ordinary moments, the dinners I missed, the walks I skipped, the conversations I brushed off, they vanished forever. You can never reclaim them. No matter how hard you try, they are gone, lost in time. Now I see people around my age, still chasing, comparing themselves, measuring every step, every decision against others. Forever miserable, forever waiting for the next thing to make life perfect. And then there are those who have very little, not much money, not many possessions, but their eyes shine, their hearts are light, there is peace in them. They stopped proving, they stopped chasing, they stopped measuring, they stopped waiting for the next thing, and they just lived, truly lived. They understood what took me so long to realize: it is not what you have, it is how you are present, how you give yourself, how you love. Real freedom isn't in money, titles, or even health. It's not in the things we collect, it's not in what others think of us, it's not in the milestones we keep chasing. Real freedom is knowing you are enough right now. Not when you retire, not when someone finally notices you, not when everything falls perfectly into place. Right now. I used to think the next achievement would bring happiness. A bigger apartment at 55 felt empty inside. A promotion felt temporary. Retired at 60, still restless, still searching. It wasn't the circumstances, it wasn't the world, it was me. I needed to stop running, stop measuring, stop proving, and start being. To accept that I already had enough, that I already mattered, that I was already enough. Imagine if we all realized this earlier. If I had known at 30 what I understand now, I could have spared myself decades of chasing shadows, decades of worrying, comparing, and running after things that never mattered. You don't need anyone else's approval, you don't need a title, you don't need a paycheck, a bigger house, or a perfect life. You just need to decide, to accept, to feel it. You are enough. Today, right now, not later, not someday, not when the world tells you it's time. You are enough, and that is freedom. I want you to listen carefully, really listen, not just hear the words. The only moments that truly matter are the moments you are fully alive for, not half there, not distracted, not waiting for something else to happen. Moments where you are paying attention, where you are present, where you are really listening, where you are loving without holding back, where you are feeling life instead of rushing through it. So many people live on pause, scrolling through screens, waiting for the right time, postponing joy, postponing love, postponing life itself. But the truth is simple and uncomfortable. There is no later guaranteed. Later is an idea. Now is real. My granddaughter Sophie is 17. She visits sometimes. She sits next to me, phone in her hand, eyes locked on the screen. She thinks she has endless time. She thinks life will wait. I don't blame her. I thought the same once. We all do. But time does not slow down for youth. It does not pause for plans. It does not wait for understanding. I wish you could see what I see now. That happiness is not something you find someday. It is something you notice now. In small, quiet moments, in ordinary minutes we usually ignore. Call someone you love, not tomorrow, today. Sit with them without rushing, without checking your phone, without thinking about what comes next. Listen to their voice, watch their face. Feel the moment while it is here. Because this is the treasure. Not money, not success, not perfect timing. Presence is the treasure. Attention is the treasure. Love given fully is the treasure. This is where life really lives. Not in memories, not in plans, but right here, right now. So here's the bottom line. Stop waiting for life to feel right. Stop saying, I'll be happy when. Stop believing happiness is somewhere in the future. There's always another goal, another problem, another thing to chase. A new expectation, a new standard, a new reason to feel incomplete. But here's the truth. You don't need any of it to feel whole. You are already enough. Right now, not later, not when everything falls into place. You already are. Decide to be here now, to notice the little things, to feel them, to appreciate them, to connect with the people around you, to love fully, to be fully present. That is what really matters. That is the only wealth you will ever truly take with you. Everything else, it stays behind. All the money, all the titles, all the things you thought were important, they remain in the past. So breathe slowly, feel your chest rise, feel your heartbeat. Look around, notice what is here, the people, the moments, the air you are breathing. Be here right now. Live now. Because life is not waiting for permission. It is happening, always. And maybe, just maybe, you will realize that freedom and happiness aren't at the end of the road. They are not something to chase. They have been with you all along, right here, right now.